it's not necessarily about what we're doing right now. It's about what we know we're capable of. You know what I'm saying? So, do I care if we only got 100 people that come to an event one night? If somebody flew from London, yes.
100 miles in running, still got a full tank. Feel like I ain't did nothing. I'm getting in shape.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? We back. Another episode of One-on-One with Bunny McBuckets. I got my brother Jordan Saint-Pierre in here, the founder of the biggest open mic in Los Angeles, giving opportunities to all these unknown artists and people that just are just out here grinding. Something dope for the people, man. What's up?
What's good, man? We on Hollywood Boulevard with it. Bunny McBuckets done got bougie on him.
You see me, man? The Hollywood Walk of Fame. In about 20 years, I'm going to get my own little star out here, you know what I'm saying? Then people going to be like, who the fuck is Bundy McBuckets? The same way I'd be like, yo, who the fuck is...
I don't know half of these people.
Right, yeah, it's so crazy.
More than half.
It's
no,
crazy.
like about 6 of them.
6?
Maybe.
Michael Jackson, Daffy Duck.
Michael Jackson got 2 stars, too.
He got 2?
He's the only one that has 2 stars.
He got one with the Jacksons and then Michael Jackson?
Nah, it's 2 Michael Jacksons.
He deserves 2.
Yeah.
He deserves 2. There's certain people that do deserve more than one. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it. But it ain't about them. We here for Jordan Saint-Pierre, man. So what I want to do is I want to kind of like, since I already have an episode out with you, bro, this is all about the event. This is all about what you're bringing to the city. This is all about what you're trying to strive for with something dope for the people, man. So we're going to give everybody more insight into what you got going on, man. All these plans, man, come on, man. Can we just talk about what you did today? What you doing with the LA mission?
Man, today was a very cool meeting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we have a lot of conversations. You know, some things happen, some things don't. But there's a lot of cool conversations. This morning, we had a meeting with the LA mission. Shout out to Flair. He's been really adamant about, you know, having us work with them. We did a coat drive with them a couple months ago, and now we're talking about doing a celebrity basketball game. And, you know, it's like they're talking about the relationships that they have with people like Kanye West and, you know, Nick Cannon and Big Boys Radio. So I'm excited to see how all those components come together. And we got some dope's logo on there, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy, bro. Something dope is going to be a staple of LA, bro. It's going to happen
worldwide.
Super than later. I mean, it's going to take over LA first, then it's just going to spread like a plague, dog.
I mean, honestly, we already got LA. Like,
yeah.
There's a, and I'm saying this like humbly, just from research. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got LA. You know what I'm saying? We still have a lot of room to grow, but you know, like no one's doing what we're doing at the quality level. And I'm going out to events and checking them out. You know what I'm saying? There are people that have very successful events. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But what separates us is our frequency. You know, like. Other people have very quality events, but it's, you know, maybe one a month or twice a month or something like that. But, you know, also, like, we're killing the content game. Killing the content
Millions of impressions. Millions.
Yeah, and, you know, it's like people can't compete with how diverse we are. You know what I'm saying? People can't post on Instagram, first person to get here gets on stage, and somebody get there in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Even faster than that, man. We posted that stuff at what, 8:08? Somebody pulled up at 8:10, blocking traffic, hopped out the car, blew a knee out.
5 people pulled up.
Yeah, the first person pulled up. Then within 7 seconds, we're looking this way. Somebody's sprinting down Hollywood. Like, it's nuts, man. Like, and what y'all are bringing to the city is just, it's crazy.
What we are bringing to the city.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say you, man. I'll just be in the background a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Bundy acting like he don't got ownership percent in something dope, man.
Man, dog, since the first something dope for the people, man. Just watching how like you gone from that first event to what it is now. Imagine if COVID, man, that was like a whole whole time where just shit shut down and we weren't able to do anything, bro. So imagine that if you would have had that time put in, where you would have been at this point in time, man.
I can't even imagine, but you know, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, COVID was a very important time to just kind of reset and, you know, reset the vision and all that. But yeah, like from where we were last year to where we are now, like last year a year ago we had like 3,000 followers on Instagram, right? Now we just hit 33,000. Like we gained 3,000 followers in the last week. You know what I'm saying? It took us 3 years to get to that first 3,000. But yeah, it's all compounding, man. I be telling people, stay consistent. It's all gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Do the work. We started creating team for our TikTok account, and we started having TikTok strategy sessions, and we only had 120 followers on TikTok.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're strategizing and having meetings and trying to figure out, what type of content to create. And within 5 days of creating, I brought in my boy from Oklahoma, shout out to Deshaun. Within 5 days of bringing him on to the team to do the TikTok, we had a video get 17 million views.
And that's nuts, man. That's nuts, Judge. And watching this shit, it's just crazy to me, dog. Cause it's like, yo, I seen the TikTok and the Instagram, just like, people are supporting it, but to just see people like from across the water supporting it, man. People in other countries hitting you up, sending you plane tickets, like, yo, man, I'm coming to LA and I'm coming to something dope for the people, bro. That shit is crazy. How does that make you feel?
Pressure. Yo, so much pressure, man. It's like people are like you said, someone sent us a plane ticket from London. He said, I'm coming to something dope from London. So it's like I need to make sure he has a great experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone is traveling that far, investing that much, it's like Coachella. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all them Frank Ocean fans. Like, I ain't trying to, go out like he did. So just need to provide a quality experience to these people that are really investing to get there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of pressure to just, make sure it satisfies them. So, but thankfully, everybody that's traveled far has been thoroughly pleased.
Yeah, even this week, we had a girl drive 8 hours just to come to the show from Arizona.
Yeah, see, stuff like that is crazy. And it's like they're traveling this distances without a guarantee.
No guarantees.
No guarantees.
That's what's wild. The only guarantees there is if you pull up on the promo first, or if maybe you're the first person in line. Like, that's the only guarantees, man.
Yeah, and
that's nuts.
Yesterday morning, I woke up to a DM. This guy from Italy. He's like, hey, I'm from Palermo, Italy, or something like that. We have a community of artists here, and something dope, I'm sure, is already spreading in Europe. And I would love to partner with you guys to bring something dope to Italy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of messages we're getting. Like, it's a girl from Australia that was at our events last year. She's messaging us 3 months before she comes back to LA trying to become an ambassador. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro. It's like, and we only got 30,000 followers.
Imagine when you hit 1 million. Because I know what you be dealing with now, man. Like, just the opportunities you're giving to people, and so, and it's amazing. It really can't get any better. I mean, it will get better, but at this point right now, the things that you're giving, the opportunities you're giving people, like getting them a chance to be on stage in front of the most supported crowd in LA, it's actually kind of crazy, yo. Like, because we've seen some stuff go on stage that like we're like, but everybody still finds some way to enjoy it, So that's a super dope thing. What is something that you feel like something dope is bringing unique that all the other open mics can't mess with in LA?
The vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, something dope for the people. Vibes that can't be replicated, and that's just a fact. Like, you just can't replicate it. Shout out to Jeremy. He sets the vibes. Amazing host, best in the game, you know what I'm saying? And he's just able to, like, just break down this barrier. There's not really people that have any ego or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? But he just really sets the tone for the space that we're in. So people knowing the vibe, it's like they adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might have more new people in the house than people that have been to an event before, but it's still gonna be the most supportive crowd, even though it's a lot of people that haven't been here before. And they're the most supportive people because we say it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like anything you say is true. If we say y'all are the most supportive crowd, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
let's go. What I'm saying? They got a reputation to uphold, so and we put a lot of work into it. Like, people try to do what we do, right? And
they trying.
The one thing you don't see that they don't have the ability to try to replicate is the brainstorming sessions, the planning, the preparation, you know what I'm saying? All the behind the scenes stuff. It's like, we're breaking this event down to the minute, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all ain't breaking your events down to the minute, you ain't even, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to grow. Like, this is just an open mic event, but we're over here doing all this planning, you know what I'm saying? Figuring out how to, all we do is think, how can we separate ourselves? And the more people that copy us, the more it forces us to innovate. You know what I'm saying? So it's constantly, it's a constant, how can we be different? You know what I'm saying? Oh, 1 second.
Go get it rocking, don't worry.
Strength. So it's constantly, how can we be different? What can we do that's new? You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be different from ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? We've been evolving consistently. Like from where we first started the open mics to even now, it's like continuous evolution.
Yeah, see, you're not in competition with anybody else, man. This man is in competition with himself.
Facts.
That's the best way to do, man. That's gonna keep you working every day. That's gonna give you more ambition. You know, especially if you're already killing it. Yeah. You're like, how can I kill it some more?
Yeah, don't compete with anybody, especially us, because you will kill yourself.
Yeah.
No,
you need a whole squad to even start to think about what's going on over here, man.
Yeah, and it's like I delete my Instagram a lot just because it's not that I'm, envious of people or whatever, but it's like, I'm happy for people when I see them and their wins, but all it does is momentarily distract me from what I'm trying to build, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to look at somebody and be like, dang, like, they're doing so good. Why aren't I doing as good as them? You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to give myself the ability to have those thoughts or compare myself to nobody. So it's like, I just be trying to maintain tunnel vision, you know what I'm saying? Just stay to myself, stay to the team, and just do what I got to do every day, because it's very, the task, man, it's very repetitive. Like, it'll feel like you're not growing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk about it too much because I know it would look and sound foolish for me to say I feel like nothing is moving. You know what I'm saying? But like, it just always feels like things aren't moving, things aren't going fast enough. Where's the progress? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, we just got 15 million views 3 months ago. We ain't hit 1 million views in 4 months. Are we ever gonna get 1 million views again? You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, we did 2,000 people in 4 days. Like, we did a 1,000-person event. Are we ever gonna do that again? You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these things just kind of like linger in your head, and when you're competing against yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's like you think back to your past accomplishments, and it's like, am I gonna be as great as I was then? Am I more afraid now to take those risks then? Like when I was younger and a skateboarder, I was so good when I was young because I was fearless, Like I wouldn't think twice. Like I would just maybe roll up to the stair set once, but after that, I'm going for it, But the older I got, I started rolling up to the stairs more and more and more and just kind of think about it, a little bit more. It's like, dang, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to fall, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of bad outcomes, And like with the events, last year we were fearless, We had 4 events on the calendar at the beginning of the month, and we would add like 5 events, It's like, oh, y'all want to do an event here? It's 500-person capacity. I can get you in there in 3 days. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So even now, I've been thinking, am I more afraid than I was last year? Like last year, I was fearless. I didn't care about nothing. I was just going for it all. But now it's like, why are we taking less risk, Yeah.
But I think it's because of just how the event's gone now, man. Like you got so many more eyes on you now. You got so many more people watching. So
Which
you feel
that,
like the
that
pressure,
makes you afraid.
Yeah. So but what you got to realize is you got to where you are being who you is. So you can't just stop like just being that fearless person and just like we gonna make mistakes, dog. But the mistakes you make, you ain't gonna make a catastrophic mistake. Or if you make a mistake, that might just be a building block to where you actually want to go. So we gotta stay fearless. We gotta stay innovative. We gotta stay pushing the genres, pushing the game further as far as it can go. Especially with this something dope shit, man. Because you got the formula. You got the formula. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like I'm realizing it'll never feel like the right time. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not been anything that we've done where I'm like, this is going to be great. And I really feel like this is going to be perfect. No issues. You know what I'm saying? There's always that, like, unsure, fearful, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What if? Like, last year, I was disregarding that feeling. I was just going for it. But it was still there to an extent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I feel like the Black Star Burger days were just like the top shelf. We don't give a damn. Like, we was just in there rocking it, shutting down Fairfax Boulevard, police helicopters coming in, bro. It was nuts. If you were there for those days, if you wasn't, you missed out for sure, man. Cause like that shit, the family camaraderie that was going on in that was, especially like when you're saying like people coming for the first time, and then you just see them for 8 more weeks in a row, yo, because they got to come back every Wednesday, man.
And that was a burger restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Black Star Burger Days were very important because it was as hard as it was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, to do like those types of events, because we had, for one, we were in a burger restaurant, so like
no stage.
We were
no
literally
sound
setting up every single thing. We're putting up a 20-foot curtain trying to cover up the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got a sound guy. We're just like bringing in the most whatever sound system. Got a ghetto stage, you know what I'm saying? And like, we were able to create this dope vibe. And, you know, like, Fairfax is dead. So anybody that was going to Black Star Burger at 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, they're only on Fairfax for that event. So it was harder for us to get people there. So we had to work that much harder. So once we got to Los Globos, I was like, oh, I don't got to do all this crazy amount of work. You know what I'm saying? It just got easier.
Yeah. And what made you, where'd the idea from the open mic come from? Because you were like doing the coordinated shows, you know, where you bring in like 5, 6 performers, you know, the vendors, everything like that. But I feel like once you tapped into that open mic, man, like so many people started flocking in. So it just became way more easier to just promote your event and stuff like that, man. So what made you go into the open mic?
So the open mic was meant to be, man. Like, you ever look back and notice the things that set you up for something, and it was like you didn't even notice, but you were preparing for these things, you know? So with the open mic, whenever we launched it, at the time, I was doing different posts, different ads to get artists to submit to perform at our events, right? And we had a lot of artists that wanted to perform that hadn't ever performed, you know? I think at the time we had 700 submissions, just LA artists that wanted to perform at something dope. And we only had, you know, a few thousand followers around this time, but our content was solid, you know, and the marketing was solid. It was just slow growth. And yeah, so we got like 700 people that had submitted that wanted to perform. And I love data, like something about seeing all them emails and phone numbers and Instagrams and follow counts just is like so exciting. It's like, wow, like this is like, I can't wait to use this data. And I was showing my homie Josh, shout out Josh, Speed Suspects.
Yo.
I was showing him all this data. I was like, yeah, look at all this phone numbers and emails. And he was like, dude, these could be your customers. And I was thinking to myself, well, we don't sell nothing. You know, all we do is events. And just him saying that, like, it just stuck with me. So I'm just, because, you know, we're not really making no money from this. And I'm not saying I look at these artists like customers, but what he was saying is if you have a product to market, you have all of this data. You know what I'm saying? You know who these people are, essentially. So that thought just kind of stuck in my head for a while. And then, yeah, just randomly decided to just give it a shot and just do an open mic, because I realized, okay, all of these artists want to hit our stage. How can we give everyone a chance, you know? So we got these 700 submissions. All these artists want to hit the stage, and the most fair way to give them a chance was to do the open mic night. And we came up with the raffle system. I had never even been to an open mic, so.
That's probably the best thing, man, because you made it uniquely yours, you know?
Yeah, people were like, this ain't no open mic. They're all mad. Like, they're like, what are y'all doing? This ain't first come, first serve, you know? So
I don't like the first come, first serve thing. I don't. Hey, you got people just standing outside, like the first 10 people is just going on, and everybody else is just like, all right.
No, absolutely. So we definitely had, like, you know, people that were like not too happy with us, you know, just because they didn't get picked, which, you know, I understand. People want to get on stage.
Yeah, for sure.
But so we do this first open mic night, and I send out the email blast to promote it. And I was in Vegas at the time, and I was kind of stressed because we didn't have too many tickets sold. So I was like, all right, let me do some free tickets. And I sent out an email blast to all 700 artists, whatever it is. And we get like 60 RSVPs in a couple hours. And I had never sent out any email blasts before that, so, which is crazy. But it kind of just set a bell off in my head, because like before, whenever we're doing these curated events, I used to have to work very hard to get even just 60 people to RSVP, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the artists weren't really bringing people, so I personally was like working hard to, get those numbers up, get those RSVPs, make sure there's an audience, and sending that email blast and getting those 60 people. I was like, wow, like that could have taken me like probably 10 texts and like an hour of time to get 60 people, you know what I'm saying? But that right there is just one click of a button, you know what I'm saying? And I needed something easier because the curated stuff, we were doing a lot of shows, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I was doing like, the amount of work I was doing, it doesn't even make sense, you know what I'm saying? Like people thought I was the photographer. Like
You did. You just run around with a camera, with a random equipment everywhere, bro. Like
nobody ever knew I was the one. Even now, I mean, more people are finding out now, but most of the times people don't know that I'm the founder of the event because I be working like an employee, you know what I'm saying? I be over there cleaning up the floor or throwing away trash or, you know what I'm saying, got a clipboard doing surveys, and people don't even know. But I like it like that. But yeah, so we did the first open mic, and it was the first time we had a line of people outside. So that sent off another bell in my head. And it was so much less work than I usually had to do. Like whenever we would book 5 to 7 artists, that's 5 to 7 people I got to communicate with. Yeah. That's 5 to 7 people I got to make flyers for. That's 5 to 7 people I got to make sure is excited. That's 5 to 7 people I got to make sure is on time. And if we're doing 2 events a week, you know what I'm saying, an event every week, it's like I'm dealing with 20, 30 artists a week, you know what I'm saying, making flyers all day. That was basically my part-time job, just cutting flyers, and just calling people. But the open mic gave me the ability to eliminate the need to have to deal with so many people and use all that energy. And the people were coming, the community was building, and then we did another one, and I was like, and we brought in like around the same amount of money from doing a 5-person book show, right? Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like, all right, the numbers are similar, the turnout is kind of bigger, and the work is way less. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we only did like 1 or 2 for the next couple of months, and then in June we did 5 events in 1 week. I can't remember all 5, but I know we did a ladies rock show. We did a Juneteenth event.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And we did 3 other events. Like maybe we had an open mic that week. I think actually we had a karaoke that week. Maybe it was 4 events. 4 to 5 events in 1 week. Yeah, no, it was definitely 5 events. I remember it was 5 events in 8 days.
You did throw a ladies' night in there?
Yeah, probably something. I just know it was 5 events in 8 days, and I was so exhausted, and I didn't make money anywhere. The shows were successful, and everyone got paid and stuff, but I was just so tired.
Right. Oh man, because the amount of work. If you're throwing an event though, that means you're there early and you're there later than everybody else too, man. Yeah. Along with the stress of is this shit gonna be fire? Like, is everybody gonna be happy?
Yeah. So much stress,
Like you don't even relax, man. Shit. Lately, I've seen you relax around 11:30. 11:30.
Yeah. I can't relax until I know everybody can get paid. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the team, man. Shout out to everyone that's willing to get paid later. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come with back pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like people believe in the vision. And then, back to another thing that separates something dope from others is the amount that we invest into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see these other shows. I go to these other shows. These are popular shows, but they're not investing no money in marketing. $0. We are the only local independent artist concert community brand. Wait, what should I call this? I don't even know what to call this. I just feel like it's something dope. We are the only, I don't want to say we're the only. We are one of the very few live music concerts for local artists that spends a lot on marketing to provide a quality experience for the artist. Mm-hmm. We hire a very quality photographer.
One of the best in the city, man. Shout out JC.
The best photographer in the game. You know what I'm saying? Best host, the best team. A lot of money. It's like we might only make, you know what I'm saying, $1,600 in a night, right? $1,300 of that is going towards expense. That's going towards the host, the DJ, the photographer, the whole team, you know what I'm saying? Tipping out the bartenders, tipping out security, paying the parking lot guy, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of it just goes right back. But these other events, what I notice is they don't even hire a DJ. They'll just have like a aux-core DJ playlist, you know what I'm saying? They don't hire a photographer. That's why if you look at their Instagram accounts, they don't have as much quality content as us. They don't hire a host. That's why the vibes are just kind of whatever they are. There's nobody introducing the artists. The artists just go out there on stage. No one's keeping the night going, directing the flow. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they don't spend the money on the social media ads. So it's like these guys are making money because they're not spending any money like they should be. You know what I'm saying? That's why they making money, because they don't spend money on a host, a photographer, Instagram ads. They're saving thousands by not caring. You know what I'm saying?
But they think they're just gonna like skyrocket and just like take over when they're not really putting the effort in that they should.
I mean, a lot of these people are popular. The brands have reputations. You know, they're doing well for themselves. You know, but it's like being popular is only gonna last for so long, and they have to innovate. You know what I'm saying? And I want to work with these more popular brands than us that do these concerts, because I go to the events and I'm like, man, like, what are y'all doing? Y'all been doing this 15 years longer than me, 12 years longer than me, but why are we blowing y'all out the water? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people think y'all are cooler than us. All right, whatever. Like, I want to work with y'all. So at least if they think you're cooler than us, y'all's events are more popular than ours.
Yeah, but shoot, man, what I've noticed is like just the people that come to the shows, right? They're finding out from like the most unconventional ways that I've never found shit out. Like Eventbrite, I've never went to eventbrite.com and looked up open mic. I've never looked up anything like that. People are coming from Eventbrite. People are coming from word of mouth. People are seeing the promotions on Instagram, just scrolling, like not even following anybody that's involved.
And here's another thing that separates us. Just like how you said, people coming from Eventbrite. One time I spent a whole day studying Eventbrite pages. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Y'all can copy everything but the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna spend a whole day studying Eventbrite pages trying to figure out what makes an Eventbrite page attractive. If I was a person that didn't know this event, does this look like something I would just click on and go to? You know what I'm saying? Because last year, whenever we started popping, I got a clipboard that said, how did you hear about us? Eventbrite, Google, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going up and down the line tallying, trying to figure it out. And I would talk to the people like that saw us on Eventbrite, and one of them was Michelle. Like,
oh, Michelle. Yeah.
Michelle found us on Eventbrite. And the first time I met her, I found that out. And I was like, wow, you saw us on Eventbrite and just decided to come through to our event? Because this is new to me. You know what I'm saying? I never really had these one-on-one conversations. And she was like, yeah, like I looked at the Eventbrite page. Like I saw the photos. It looked fun. It looked diverse. And I saw the Instagram, and I was like, I'm going to check this out. And hearing her say it looks diverse, and the photo that she showed me that like really like made her want to come to the event, in my head I'm like, perfect, because that's why I chose that photo.
He's like, bro, that bitch is doing his job.
I was like, yes, let's go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, go the extra mile, man. Like, you don't know when it's going to pay off. At that time, we only had like 80 followers on Eventbrite, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we're going the extra mile we're studying others, you know what I'm saying? We're looking at the successful ones. Ask yourself, why are they successful? And think, how can I be different? Because you want to be different. You don't just want to copy everybody. And how can I get the same success that they're having on Eventbrite? You know what I'm saying? So a year ago, we had like 80 followers on Eventbrite. Now we're about to hit 800. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's lit, man. That's wins. And that's just coming from grinding every day, man. I see y'all all week, man. All we do is grind, man. Shout out to Jeremy out here doing this thing. Shout out to you doing this thing. Shout out to the rest of the brothers that's just contributing, coming through, man. We ain't asking for handouts. We all just putting in hard work, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's all gonna come together in the next couple years when we all set and we're the people that people have to come to get shit done.
No, that's a fact. And this is why we're different too. This amount that I'm going to show you is how much we've spent on ads on Instagram in the last year.
Yeah, and I can see why it's working.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see why it's working.
$16,000 on Instagram ads in the last year. I'm broke. I don't know how we did that. You know what I'm saying? Like me looking at that, seeing that, it's like, man, how did we spend $16,000 on Instagram in the last year? And that's not even all the marketing expense. Like at one point, I was spending like $1,500 a month on text marketing. Like I had to chill from it. Like they regulated some things. You know what I'm saying? But we've spent in the last year over $20,000 on marketing. And to me, to hear that is crazy because a year ago, I said on a tweet, I was surprised that we had brought in $20,000 about in 18 months of doing events. I was like, I was not flexing or bragging, but I was just acknowledging the milestone because Eventbrite sent us an email, and it was like, you have brought in $18,000 in the last 18 months or something like that. And I'm like, this is lit. Like, we brought in $18,000. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And now that's the amount, a year later, we done spent that on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
It's worth it, though. It's worth it, man. Just seeing how the events have built up, man, that shit is worth it, bro.
I'm all in, dog. It has to work.
It's like, bro.
I literally was thinking, there's no other route for me at this point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a job in years. I got a big old gap in my work history. My credits toe up, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm all in, dog. I ain't got a choice.
Man, shit, I'm in with you. I'm in with you, dog.
Got no choice, man. But that's what happens when you don't got a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
put your feet to the fire.
Yeah, man. I was just talking with David the other day, and I was saying how crazy my life has been when I look back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been blessed with just random money. You know what I'm saying? Like, $25,000 on Fear Factor, $8,000 from that video license. You know what I'm saying? I sold an Instagram account for $5,000. Like, that's almost $40,000 off of things that probably took 3 days worth of time, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a year's worth of time. You know what I'm saying? And just other random things like that the universe blessed me with. During the pandemic, I said I ain't paying rent. Because I was like making most of my money independently. So half of my income, more than half of my income stopped, you know? And I didn't get unemployment for 8 months.
Ooh, man, that unemployment was love, bro. That shit was on point.
Bro, I was sick, dog. That's why I found art.
Lump sum?
Thankfully, I got the lump sum later. Yeah. But I built up $26,000 in rent debt, bro.
God damn.
So I had to carry that weight, you know what I'm saying? But like, in my head, I knew that I wasn't gonna have to pay that. And this is like, I probably had $10,000 in rent debt before they're announcing rent forgiveness stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I still let it keep going because I should have got a job. You know, like the logical thing would have been to get a job and stop accruing all this debt. But I was like, nah, that's not what's supposed to happen.
Bro, you got a vision, man. You got a plan. You got to stick to the plan.
Yes, sir.
You already know.
Stick to the plan.
To the plan. Bitch, quit playing.
Hey, stick to the plan.
There is one a series of events that I do want to talk about, though, man. The Grammy series events. The 4 days in a row. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That was the worst time of my life ever.
For real?
Oh,
Why? Let's get into that. What happened, bro?
That was the worst week ever. Jesus. It wasn't the worst week ever. I'm being dramatic.
I mean, that's a lot of work, though, man. You did, what, 4 different venues? 3 different venues? 4 nights?
He keeps saying you, but he needed to say we.
Listen, man, I'm there. It's a we, but like, you got the majority of everything that's going on, bro. Like, not everybody's dealing with everything that you're dealing with. So I'm going to say you.
All right. So we did 4 events in 4 days. You know, we planned all 4 of these 4 events didn't exist 3 weeks prior. So doing one event and planning it in 2 weeks, you know, that's chill. Doing 2 events, all right, maybe that's, you know, like a bit more work. But we're marketing 4 events in 1 week, and we're 8 days out, and we don't even have the 4th venue locked in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, man. Like,
which one was the last to get booked? Avalon or Be True?
Be True.
Be True? Ooh.
Yeah, Be True. Man, we took a loss on that one, too.
For real?
Yeah. We took a loss on the whole thing.
It looked dope as hell, but like Be True looked dope as hell, man. Like the separate rooms. You had Scarlett Park over there doing her little thing over here in the room. We're like, I'm hosting that night, me and Jeremy. So like we're on a rooftop looking over people. Like people get to perform on a rooftop setting. Like it looked crazy, bro. Like people was asking, yo, when we back at Be True?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. It was an amazing, very successful week. You know what I'm saying? All the events were great. There was just, you know, like me, I look at it from so many different angles, you know what I'm saying? And like Wednesday was great, I remember. Thursday was, it started getting scary on Thursday because the thing is that every event, I wasn't even working. Like I was at each event working on the next day and the next day and the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I was at the event every day working on the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 4 events back to back to back.
You know, I mean, we bougie, but we still ghetto. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, yeah, we're doing 4 events in 1 week. Each day, I'm working on the next day, the next day, and the next day. You know what I'm saying? So Wednesday, I'm working on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, I'm working on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So Thursday was stressful because there wasn't, like, we needed probably 400 people to come, you know what I'm saying? And we probably had like a couple hundred, maybe a little bit more, a couple hundred. And so we took a loss on the bar that night, which was okay, you know what I'm saying? But the stressful thing was about taking a loss on Thursday was Friday and Saturday, those venues are 1,100 person capacity, and Saturday's 1,500 person capacity.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I need Friday and Saturday to be great. You know what I'm saying? And we had acquired, at this time, we have like probably $24,000 in expenses that we've accrued. So the loss on Be True, just, you know, it's like, all right, you know, like we need some big
Friday
days.
And Saturday to get popping.
Yeah, and the crazy thing too about the Grammy series is I'm broke throughout all of this. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking I got money. You know what I'm saying? Just because I went to Coachella and I'm front row, just because I went to Vegas and front row, just because I'm in San Francisco, just because I'm on a plane every week and all these things don't mean I got money.
All right. Stop counting people's
You know
bank
what I'm
accounts,
saying?
bro. Worry about
I'm
y'all.
broke. These expenses are paid for. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't even post a pic of my meal. They don't even know. It's because my boy Bundy hooked it up. You know what I'm saying? I can't show them we at Katana eating a $400 meal.
Yeah, Katana's so fire too, man. We back in that bitch. We gotta get back up in there.
Yeah,
So
man.
amazing.
But so Friday, we got DDG, 2K Baby, Smoke Perp. I need 1,000 people to come through. The venue it's like 30 people working, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, bro, is like with being the person in charge, you have to deal with so many people, bro. You got to deal with 20 security guards, 15 security guards, a manager, an assistant manager, the bartenders, the event staff, the customer, the attendees, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things you got to deal with. And I made a mistake on Friday. I gotta be honest. And
What happened?
so Elise, you know Elise, Hip Hop DX.
Oh, with her son?
I promised her the ability for her son to perform, and I didn't clear it with the venue. Hopefully the venue doesn't see this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't clear it with the venue. In my head, I just got so much going on, and sometimes I be assuming things. I'm just thinking, oh, we'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
So it's time to figure it out.
People pulling up.
I hit the venue up. I'm like, hey, sorry, forgot to bring this up, but got somebody underage. Can we make it happen? They're like, no. You should have submitted this a week in advance. So now I'm feeling like an idiot. I'm like, all right. Elise put in a lot of work for us. She's an amazing woman. Really love her.
Shout out
And
Elise.
I didn't want to let her down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have really hurt me. So I'm very stressed out about, because she was helping us out a lot, too, with the Grammy series. All she wanted was her son to perform. You know what I'm saying? So I'm freaking out because now it's at the point where I didn't want to tell Elise that we might not be able to get him in because I wanted to wait till I got to the venue, you know what I'm saying? Try to talk a little bit more to him. But I had no option. I had to call her. I told her, let her know. She's not happy.
Oh, she was pissed.
Yeah, she was not happy. So she's trying to figure it out on her end. And, you know, I just had to get off the phone. I had to let her know because I had a lot of things to do that day. I'm still working on Saturday. I'm still working on Friday. So Friday afternoon, after letting Elise know, you know what I'm saying, I'm like super stressed out about that. I get a call from the big homie, Ali. He says, hey, we got to move out the studio right now. So
that was that day too? Like you had to just go get your shit that day too?
That was Friday, yeah.
Oh my God.
Friday was so whack, bro. Like, my mind was already all over the place. Now it's more all over the place because I'm stressed out about Elise and her son. I'm stressed out about the amount of people that I need to be there tonight. I'm stressed out about Saturday. And now I have to go pack up my office out of the blue and move out the studio that I've been going to every day for 3 years, bro. So I can't even think, dog. Like, I could not even think straight, man. Like, I just was like, this is so funny. Like, so I just go to the studio, I'm packing up, you know what I'm saying, get the stuff, chilling with Ali, smoking, you know what I'm saying. Like, we're just trying to stay in good spirits. But I got too much going on that day to even deal with it, you know what I'm saying. I just had to go get my stuff. It is what it is. So finally get to the venue, you know, running around, trying to set things up, doing more marketing, posting on Instagram, yada, yada, yada. And we only had like 500 confirmations of people that was coming that night, you know what I'm saying, which that's half of 1,000.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I hope 200 people come through at the door or something, dog. Like, we're trying to get DDG to post again on Instagram. Like, we got to do whatever we can, right? So I'm stressing out, and like, you have to really let go of stress before the event starts because there's nothing more you can do. You know what I'm saying? Once them doors is about to open, all right, whatever's going to happen is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stressed out. We're waiting for all the confirmations of all the different things that's going to happen. We was filming a TikTok with Smoke Perp and some other stuff. And this is when the night got better. So Elise was the person that was... Actually, I'm not going to say Elise. I'm going to say somebody else, but it was Elise. So the person that was in charge of bringing in the artists, they made lanyards and stuff like that. And I go into the green room, and who do I see with the hoodie up, the lanyard on? The person that wasn't about to be able to get in.
Hey.
So they were able to get in without my help. I didn't even know until I saw them. And whenever I saw, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
That's
a little
good
weight
sign.
off your shoulders right there, right?
Big weight off. So, you know, the night starts. It was a good night, you know. Like, we didn't hit the numbers that we needed to, but it's not always about that. Like, the people had a great time. DDG performed. He vlogged about it. He posted it. We had Baby Rich, his other artist, Autumn, 2K Baby performed, Smoke Perp performed. You know what I'm saying? And we got to put a whole bunch of independent artists on the same stage as all these people. You know, we had DJ Charisma DJing. And, yeah, so now it's Saturday.
We're off for Friday. Friday was, you know, you felt good about Friday. Now we're moving on to Saturday at Avalon in Hollywood, an even bigger venue.
Even bigger. And Avalon is one of the sickest venues in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, one of the sickest nightclubs, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of the top nightclubs. So they had a bigger staff than Los Globos. Or, sorry, they had a bigger staff than Catch One. And Catch One has, like, 5 rooms. So this guy probably think I'm Kanye West, man. Everybody think I'm Kanye West now. It's like, man, I don't want to look like old Kanye. But, yeah, Avalon had a we just had a big staff meeting. There's so many people. I just hated all of it. I'm like, oh my God, all y'all are here for our event. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, Avalon was amazing though. Like, again, very stressful, big numbers we got to hit. You know what I'm saying? These nightclubs, they're used to doing 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? And I know we didn't even do $2,000 at the bar a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, I hope people spend money today. Please, Lord.
That's a place that make you want to buy a drink, though. They got like 4 different bars in there and shit, man. I hit every one of them.
Thank God, man.
No, I'm gonna contribute. Let you know, I'm gonna contribute,
man.
bro. Even when I
Appreciate
get my little drink tickets and shit, man, I'm gonna get a couple drinks too.
Yeah, it's all
even if it's
coming
for somebody
back.
else. Go ahead.
So Avalon, it was a little bit less stressful than all the other event days because it was the only event to focus on. It was the only one. It was still very stressful though, but it was less stressful because we were close to breaking even. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a very stressful week. We had some good doors. Like, on Friday, we had a good door. So, Avalon were like I think we only needed like 4,000 to break even. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up, I think, doing 3,500 that day or something like that. So, I'm knowing, all right, we just had an epic week. Tonight's going to be whatever it's going to be. We got Just Incredible. We got Sour Milk. We got a big Afrobeats artist pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We probably got some other random people pulling up. It's going to be a good night. It's a party. It's a celebration. It's the last day. And it started off rocky. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Very scary start. You know what I'm saying?
It filled up quick.
Yeah, we had the doors open, and we had to start the show. We pushed doors, like, you know what I'm saying, 30, 40 minutes, and they're like, they're trying to open. I be having to, like, please just let us, like, you know what I'm saying, let us build it up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not open yet. But they're like, nah, you have to open now. So it's like, okay. So we only probably got, like, 200 people in there for the first hour, which this is a 1,100 or 1,500 person club.
Yeah.
So 200 people ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So the partner that we partnered with, Patrick, he's just over my shoulder like, bro, we need to do something right now. So I'm on my computer in the VIP just sending out email blasts, sending out text blasts, free tickets. Everybody come right now. Avalon, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's 10:30. I'm sending out email blasts. We're posting on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And it started to fill up, you know what I'm saying?
People
it's like
found parking,
o'clock.
that's what it was. Huh?
Yeah, people found parking or something. And then we finished the competition. And then we got Sour Milk DJing. And like after Sour Milk set, whenever Just Incredible got on,
it was
I
crazy.
was like, oh, snap. It's a movie.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I turned around and that shit was cracking. I was like, Jeremy, this is it right here, bro. Let's go, bro. It was nuts in there, man. That was a good fucking night. That was a good night.
Like seeing the confetti, like that
all
was
that, bro. It was nuts.
That was nuts. Crazy, man. Like I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, we did this. We got through it.
Tell me about that feeling, man. That feeling of just going through that whole week of just stressing all these events. When you see Saturday night, you're at the biggest venue we've been in, and you're just like, confetti's falling. Everybody's having a good time. It's packed out. The celebrities that we had in there, like the way the VIP was cracking, yo. Like, how was you feeling?
I was just like, wow, we did it. You know, like it was a big weight off, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know the final numbers, but I knew we weren't gonna lose thousands and thousands, you know what I'm saying? Like we spent $26,000, you know what I'm saying? And thankfully we didn't have to pay any of that money until after we brought it in. So the partner that we partnered with, we didn't really talk about losing, but the agreement pretty much was, I'm broke. So like this people don't understand, man. It's not life or death, but it's like who's gonna pay? You know what I'm saying? That's why I be so stressed out. It's like who's gonna pay these people? You know what I'm saying? So, cause I ain't got it. Yeah. So it's like we have to be successful. You know what I'm saying? It has to work. And that series, we only lost $1,500. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you spend, almost $30,000, you could easily take a $10,000 loss. Easy, you know what I'm saying? And we only lost $1,500, and we had an epic recap, you know what I'm saying? We did epic things. We spent $15,000 on talent, so it was a lot of new accomplishments. And yeah, after that series, man, I was so tired. I forgot that we were supposed to have an event at the Bourbon Room. That's why we ain't been back there, man. He mad. I forgot, bro.
Oh shit! No, you actually forgot about the. I forgot to tell people about it.
No.
Promote it, anything.
Yeah, we had locked in the Bourbon Room like a month before.
This is that next Wednesday or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we locked in the Bourbon Room a month before we did the Grammy series, and like I said, the Grammy series came out the blue. You know what I'm saying? We had locked in Bourbon Room before we even started planning the Grammy series. And I get a text on Monday. He's like, "Hey, we still good for this Wednesday?" I was like, "Oh my!" I was still dead at this point. I was like, "Oh my God, there's no way." And I had to cancel. Man, we ain't been back since. But I talked to him recently. Shout out Ian, man. We gonna
the
Bourbon
It's right across the street. Yeah, it's literally right there.
We can see it.
Right
we on Hollywood Boulevard right now, and they don't see it. But we did an event across the street. Now we're gonna do an event where we do a live radio show. While the event's happening, we're going to have a line right there. We're going to be doing a live radio show. We're going to bring people from the line.
Let's get into that. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into two more things before I let you go. But yes, what we're doing here at Dash Radio, shout out to homie Maiwan. But yeah, Some Dope for the People has a weekly radio show where they take submissions from artists like all y'all, put it on a radio show. You guys get spins on like Spotify.
Bunny can
playlists,
get y'all on the radio too. Don't sleep on this man. He can get you some opportunities around here.
I mean, you can hit the DMs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, what do you? What's the goal that you're trying to bring to the people with that, with the radio show and everything?
We just want to put more light on the artist. It's like all day, every week, we're just trying to figure out how can we get bigger, how can we provide more opportunities to more people. And the radio show is a great ability to do so. We can get 20 artists on the station every couple of weeks. Soon we're going to be doing it every single week. It gives us the ability to hook up any artist in the whole entire world, so that's amazing. It doesn't have to just be artists out here in L.A. So, we just want to give everybody a chance to experience being on the radio. Like, it don't matter if you got 10 Spotify listeners, 10 monthly listeners, or a million. We've had both, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, we've had zero. Like, we listened to somebody today. We were their one monthly listener, man, and they got on the radio show. So it's not about what you're doing yesterday, man. Keep grinding and pushing forward for tomorrow, because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, it's all about the quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I don't care how many followers an artist has, how many listeners an artist has. There's an artist that I met, like a month ago, and he was so good. I said, man, I'm going to throw some concerts just for you, dog. Shout out Jen Warner. That's why we got a rock show June 8th. You know what I'm saying? He got like 20 monthly listeners, but I'm like, this guy's a star. Like, I don't care if you got 20 monthly listeners.
Pokeball head.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to notice that. I was mad. I'd known him for like 3 weeks before I realized his whole back of his head is a Pokeball.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's lit. All right, so, man, we got the Something Dope for the People, killing the game with the open mics. You're starting a radio show, killing the game with that. Every Tuesday night, we're going on live, TikTok, Instagram, listening to y'all submissions. And then what we got coming up next, man? What's the next goal? I don't know. No, I don't want to say end game, but what's the next step you feel like Something Dope's gonna hit to propel you to the top?
Like I said, I texted that guy from Italy, so global. You know what I'm saying? We got people flying from London. Global. That girl from Australia, she want to be an ambassador. Global. It's like we're gonna do what some brands are doing. You know what I'm saying, on a global, local level. But we're just going to do it better. Like Breaking Sound, they do like 100 events a month. But like the ones they do in LA, you know what I'm saying, no offense, like most of them just kind of whatever. But it's because they don't invest nothing. They just organize it. Like if I want to do 100 shows and just organize it and not care about the success of each one, that'd be so easy. We have 10,000 artists that have submitted.
Yeah, bro, my girl did some Breaking Sound like a few months ago. We didn't talk to nobody that worked with Breaking Sound. Like,
you see?
It was so crazy. I've never been to an event like that where they didn't talk to none of the artists, bro. Like, we're just talking to the sound guy the whole time. I'm like, who works for Breaking Sound?
They don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's why people understand, like, this the culture. That's why they come back 15, 20 times. You know what I'm saying? So the proof is in the pudding, man. The future, we're going to be global. We're going to be like a content powerhouse. The Instagram is gonna continually be rebranded. The online presence is gonna be continually rebranded. The in-person events will be continually rebranded. The merch is gonna be huge for the people, coming soon. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be huge. The label's gonna be huge. We need to break an artist. You know what I'm saying? We need
Sign
to
them.
Yeah.
Break them.
You know what I'm saying? We need to break an artist. We need to get with producers. We need to get more songwriters. You know what I'm saying? We need to do bigger venues. We need to be in more cities. So, you know, just expansion. Like, that's why, like, somebody recently, a couple weeks ago, was, like, telling me how the event that we had was, you know, lighter than usual. And it was a smaller event, but it's like I was telling them, I'm like, look, we do this every week, and it's not necessarily about what we're doing right now. It's about what we know we're capable of. You know what I'm saying? So do I care if we only got 100 people that come to an event one night? If somebody flew from London, yes.
Yeah.
But if not, then, yeah, I'm saying this is just regular season games. We just got to make the free throws. We're preparing for the finals. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, we just got to keep hitting these free throws, stay consistent.
Basketball analogies.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep upgrading the content. You know, we got 33,000 followers right now. The goal is by the end of the summer to hit 50K. Once we got 100, I was thinking recently, once we get to maybe 150,000 on Instagram, we'll start doing promos and just bring in more revenue like that. I'm going to invest my own money once it starts coming in this summer into the creation of music. So I want to invest, like, you know, maybe like $1,000 per song with the artist, and, you know, really just like grow with them and stuff like that. But yeah, man, global label merch.
Yeah, y'all heard it, man. Y'all better get in before the wave just take over the whole planet, bruh.
I be telling people, man.
Man, come on, tap in with us, bro. Let me give you your flowers right quick, because I know we got so many more bouquets to hand out to you, you know what I'm saying? But being my brother, man, I'm so proud of what you've done so far, man. Just watching
Appreciate
your
you,
whole,
bro. Couldn't done without you, man.
You rise up, man. This shit is epic.
Let's go.
I'm excited to see where we all gonna be in the next 5 years. Last thing I want you to do, bro, I want you to look in that camera and tell everybody where they can find you, find the brand, find everything to do with something.
How you
dope.
know it's still recording?
It's still recording.
Yeah.
It would make a sound. I'd hear.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking, I hope it's recording.
I stress about that all the time, though. Because y'all don't know, it's just me and him in here, bro. There's nobody behind the camera. We got the sound going over here, but I do be stressing about that. But
hey,
yeah.
man, Jordan Saint-Pierre here. Shout out Bunny McBuckets. Tap in one-on-one Bunny McBuckets. He can get you on the radio. He can get you in front of thousands of people. He can get you introduced to label executives. You know what I'm saying? Shout out something dope for the people, whole community. Let's go. We're going to the top.
Hey, you heard it here, man. We up out of here, bro. We got some more business to handle today, man. Taking over the world. It don't stop, bro. Don't stop. We out of here, baby. One-on-one with Bunny McBuckets. The man, the legend, Jordan Saint-Pierre. Something dope for the people, man. We out.
Peace.
Ha.
Shout out Big Mike.
Gotta make room for a fat nigga. Get mine, give a fuck what you got, nigga. I was down, I was broke, I was that nigga. I was fried, I survived, I ain't tired. I just put all the talk to the side. Went from the thought to this nigga to God. Bars is hard, but this nigga look soft. Polos and loafers and drip before so I'm grown.